So first off, I know there's not many of us here, but I'd just like an honest raise of hands. Who wears their seatbelt 100% of the time? Okay, so it's a great number of people. Thanks for honesty there. And then before I get into my PowerPoint, I'd actually like to share a story that involves seatbelts that happened to me about 2 years ago. There was 5 of us, so me and 4 of my friends driving an SUV. 3 of us were actually wearing our seatbelts, 2 were not. The driver and the middle back were not. We were literally just driving to the train station 5 blocks down, not a far distance at all, right? So the driver, she used to never wear a seatbelt, or she'd do the whole under the arm technique, which maybe many people do. We actually eventually convinced her to wear her seatbelt, and literally 30 seconds after she put on her seatbelt, we got hit in the intersection, T-boned, and our car flipped. So I actually got knocked unconscious. I woke up, seatbelt fully intact, did its job. I had no damage at all. Everyone was wearing their seatbelt, suffered like maybe a couple cuts from glass, that was about it. The individual sitting next to me in the middle back seat, he actually flew up, he hit his head on the light, the inside light, cut his eye open, and he had a minor concussion. And then we were actually talking to the firefighters afterwards, and they were saying that if the driver did not have her seatbelt on, just because of the way that the car flipped and her window actually concaved on itself, she would have got tossed from the vehicle and cut in half. So just keep that in mind while I go through my PowerPoint here. So the design of the seatbelt. The seatbelt is meant for it to go across from your shoulder, down across the chest, and then across your pelvic bones, actually. People quite often wear it across their gut, which can actually cause further damage to your intestines, internal bleeding and such. So the reason they do that is because they're very strong points in the body, and it actually prevents, the seatbelt, the width of the belt on the seat belt, actually prevents further damage, and it distributes the impact across the body. And they say a properly worn seatbelt actually helps 10 times the amount of reduced risk for fatal injuries. Here I have, it's not really exactly up to date, but I have a chart about how seatbelts save lives. As you can see, it steadily inclines up to 2008. I think it's based on people wearing their seatbelts more often and just the design of the seatbelt, how they perfected it and such. And as you can see, in 2008, over 250,000 people's lives were saved. I have a couple more statistics here. So age-wise, people 18 years and to 34 tend to not wear their seatbelts that often, or the least amount of any of the age groups. 35 and up tend to wear their seatbelts a lot, and which is very good, I guess. Gender. So males, actually 10% are less likely to wear their seatbelts than females. So I can see here there's a lot of males in the class. We've got to get on it, wear our seatbelts more often. Rural versus urban areas. 10% of people in urban areas are more likely, your urban area people are 10% more likely to wear their seatbelts than rural area. Maybe it's because of the country land and whatnot, but you can still be driving around your farm, hit a pothole, smash face in the windshield, anything like that. So even just driving down the road, you need a seatbelt. Here I also have provinces and territories. As you can see, we don't have the territories boys here, but Yukon is at 78% of people wearing their seatbelts. Territories is 84.9. We have BC actually is up there really high at 96.9. Alberta kind of somewhere in between at 92. And Canada's overall is 95.3. So just have some costs for you guys here. The average seatbelt ticket is, as you can see, $115 per ticket. So you can see how that would add up. And not in Alberta, but in other provinces, you can actually gain 2 demerit points just from not wearing your seatbelt. So 2 seconds of not doing an action, the demerit points that can last up to, a year, 2 years. Here I also have, it was in 2006, the most recent I could find, children not wearing their seatbelts in Alberta was 176. So you just have younger than 16 years old in the back of your car, and you have to pay the ticket actually, and it's on the driver, so that would suck. And then drivers/passengers that are adults, 16 and older, is at 22,550, just 1 year alone in Alberta. So that's all adds up. I have a video here, the link recorded, so I had to. I know the video there is a little slower pace, but it just kind of gives you an example of how the body would act in a car accident. And of course, they have the loving wife and child as the restraints to hold the husband in there. And the message overall is just embrace life and always wear your seatbelt. And in conclusion, I would just like to say, for me, myself, I wear my seatbelt 100% of the time. I don't know if it's because of that accident that happened 2 years ago and just the information we got that could have happened. But literally just, when you leave class today, you're going home, put on your seatbelt. It takes 2 seconds. It's not that big of a deal for you guys, so that's it. Thank you.